Welcome to this week's Saturday Night Happy Hour. Well, maybe you can hear who's all excited and anxious. She's been primping all day long, getting ready to see her boyfriend. So she sees him every day. Yeah, so we've got the food out. You want to see the boys? Huh? You want to see the boys, Callie? I'll look away and then she'll say something. So, just in this week, and how much that's bloomed. Isn't that gorgeous? That's the red azalea. And the white one's coming along too. And there's another smaller one over here that we planted when we moved in, or maybe after we moved in. Remember, it was like a Mother's Day gift from one of my sons. So everything's been cleaned up. The roofers put on the new roof, and boy, did they clean up afterwards. I was just amazed. Every day they would be out here with like a magnet thing to, attract any nails that maybe fell down. They were out here just, you'd think that nothing had happened out here. It was so clean. Here's this other plant that is starting to bloom, grow back. This is a wild one. So we didn't pull that out. It comes out pretty. So I told all the boys to come by anytime after 6:30. So we'll see if they do. Now, we may be lighting the fire tonight. So if we do, I'll put it on. Or I'll show you.
I'll go over this way so I won't bother you.
Well, first one to show up tonight is AJ, like last week. We've only been out here maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so he's the first one to show up. Hi, H. How you doing tonight? He's a man of few words. None of the cats who come visiting talk like Lucy. What's her name? Callie does. You looking for Callie? Callie, AJ's out here. He's such a nice boy. Yeah. Though I don't know how many of you actually watched my last week's video to the end, but I ran my camera all through the night to see who would show up in the middle, the middle of the night. And AJ came a couple of times, even during the middle of the night, as did Smokey and Pumpkin and Zandu. So all four of them came. Now, Pumpkin never comes out when we're out here. We got to catch him just by looking out the window at him. But this guy, he's just been a regular for years. Age. He keeps looking back because he's looking to see, like if Smokey's going to walk up, which he won't walk up as long as someone else is out here. It's cute because all of a sudden I look back and hear AJ walking behind me down the length of the backyard. First one here. Okay, I'll get you if you do anything really amazing, AJ. I might add that I told all the different cats as they came around, come anytime after 6:30. So AJ showed up after I turned this off. I looked at the time. He showed up at exactly 6:30. What do you think, AJ? You like the way the backyard got cleaned up? Glad the roofers are gone? No, I'll probably go down the side of the house and go on his rounds. Here he goes. He used to always, before we ever came out here and talked with him, used to walk along this fence here and the fence way back down behind me. So we'd always see him walking around. So, okay, we'll wait and see if Smokey comes out next. Here's somebody else who's showing up. He's just been running all around on the top of the the fire pit. Gotta get a better look at him. Yeah, just a little spider. He's showing a lot bigger in here than he really is. He's just a teeny guy. Well, we did turn the fire on. So that's the first time this summer we've turned it on. It's not really cold. It's just a little cooler. Enough to where our legs being wearing in short pants. feel the difference in the temperature. Now tomorrow it's supposed to start being like in the, what, 60s tomorrow? Yeah, in the 60s during the day. So yeah, it's gonna get cold again. We've been spoiled by these last couple of weeks of it being in the 70s, 80s, close to 90. So I'll come back on though after it's dark. You can see the lights have come on in the trees, but can't see them as well in the camera. So I'll come back on after it's dark with a picture. Here's another person that's joined us. Look at him, he's a spider. Maybe he's the daddy of the little one. Well, we took the little one, took the lid off of the fire pit. And of course, if the little guy was on it, he wouldn't get hurt because we didn't want to start the fire with him on it. So this is the latest guy to make an appearance. Where you going, bud? Am I crazy or what? Well, look who arrived, Mr. Smokey. Hi, bud. Oh, here comes Callie. She loves her Smokey boy. Isn't he a big guy? I mean, sometimes when I glance out the door during the night and he's out there, it's like, is that a raccoon or is it Smokey? Love this guy. Yeah, who is it, Kelly? I heard kind of a little noise in the back in the bushes here, and I went, Smoke! And out he came. Don't you just love animals? I sure do, obviously. My problem is, I could never be a veterinarian or even work or volunteer at a shelter because I want to take them all home. You know, when it comes to animals, especially cats and dogs, it breaks my heart when you read about or think about how some people treat them. I just don't know how they can, especially when you hear about people who have tortured an animal. I mean, can you imagine sitting there and torturing an animal and the poor thing is just screaming in pain? That's just not my thing. I mean, if I could have a shelter where they all came and lived. Oh, Callie's had enough. Smokey's more interested in eating. And it's funny because back in my younger years when I was raising my kids, I didn't give as much attention to the animals I had. And I really regret it now. So now that we're empty nesters, and we've got kitties coming around, and the kitties we have are kind of like our children, it's nice to give your love to the animals. It's like we're making up for time back when we were younger and we just didn't have the time to bother. Right, Bobby? Bob's just sitting there looking at me. You can tell I've had a few drinks. I start getting a little melancholy and regretful about things that maybe I did in the past when it came to animals. And he keeps telling me, but it's what you do now, honey, that counts. I know. I was so busy with my kids back then that it was easy to forget the animals I had, though. Don't like myself now for it. So anyway, here we have Smokey. Look at that tail going. Look at that size of this guy. Now, even though we were gone all winter, when we came home, he still doesn't look like he's been starving. And Callie loves him. She loves all four of them. I guess they all four contribute a particular trait. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Smokey. Particular trait that turns her on. Here we go, stretching. Well, I'm glad you showed up, Smoke. We were wondering where you were. I mean, we must be probably almost 8 o'clock when I turn this off. I'll look and see, but he took his time showing up. I was beginning to wonder if he was going to show up tonight, though. He's not one to ever miss a Saturday night happy hour. Yeah, it's this Smokey boy who's sitting over there on the pad. I put little little rugs down because those are rocks there and they're kind of sharp and I think they kind of hurt their feet. Because, you know, when they jump off the top of the fence and land, that's, here he goes, he's getting ready. You know, that's hard to land on those rocks. So I put the little pads down from Dollar Tree. Where you gonna go, Smoke? Oh, he's heading down the side of the house. Where you going, Smoke? Let's see if I see him go through there. A little bit past the barbecue. Oh, he hasn't passed it yet. Oh, here he comes again. He's such a cool kid. What are you gonna do, Smoke? You gonna go up the fence and go back home? I guess apparently his parents leave the back door open to their garage so that Smokey and Pumpkin can come in and out. Oh, I hear him going up the fence. Okay, so he's gone for the night, but he will be back later, I'm sure. I may leave this going during the night and see who all shows up. I'm still waiting to see if PJ the possum shows up. So, thanks for coming, Smoke. Okay, well, we're still hanging out here. Nobody's come since Smokey did. I have gotten a case of the hiccups, and it just won't stop. So, but we're having fun. I'm having fun, Bobby. Are you? So you can tell I've had a few drinks. So, but I'd like to stay out. At least it's dark because of the lights and the fireplace. The ambience is just what I love. I am having a heck of a time getting these hiccups to start. So stop. Oh, hey, it just stays light so long out here. But I still love being out here. It's just nice and, you know. I keep holding my breath and everything, but they still keep happening. Okay, yeah, I've had a few drinks. Okay, folks, it's 9:45. And we're thinking of going in. We've been calling the different cats, and none of them have come back over. I know once we go in, they'll show up again. I mean, look at back here. We've got, you know, even like back there, that's usually where AJ comes from. Or Zandu, but Zandu hasn't shown up in Pumpkin. It's just the two partiers, AJ and Smokey. So, I got over my hiccups. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll set up this camera for a few hours after we go to bed and see who shows up. You know they're going to all show up after we go to bed. Boy, what can I do? So please comment below, share, like, and subscribe. I love you all. Now we're going to be gone next weekend, so it'll be a couple of weeks before we're back. But then that all depends on the weather too. If it's a crappy weather, we won't be out here. So we'll be here when we're here. Love you all. Bye.